KAIJU Wars is an upcoming turn-based tactics game about big-ass monsters destroying everything. Foolish mortals made my lifelong dream reality. Finally, I can fight King Kong and Godzilla. In KAIJU Wars, you will find yourself in a Godzilla movie playing as the mayor who will coordinate the defense against the terrible monsters. You will fly jets directly into the kaiju's face, make them step on your tanks just to topple them, and you will use a whole arsenal against them just to show them who's boss. The gameplay is a cross between Into the Breach and Advance Wars. You can't ever kill the monster, but you can slow it down. It slowly moves around destroying your cities, and you have to buy enough time for your scientists to come up with a solution, kind of a kaiju repellent. So they fuck off back into the ocean. When it comes to the graphics and the world building, KAIJU delivers some really nice looking pixel art that really brings out the 80s vibe for me when it comes to the color palette. The world is about multitude of cities and rural areas where the battle will take place. Luckily, the variety will never fail to amaze. The animations are awesome, the kaiju's moves are even better, especially when that tail swipe animation is up. The player will observe everything from an isometric view, so you can keep an eye on every unit and every building. Oh, and I have to mention something that really hit home. When was the last time you could mess around in a game's main menu? I mean, holy balls, I could play with the toy soldiers on the menu desk, see old movies on the TV, and all that jazz. It was such a nice touch from the devs. The story is not very complicated. You are the mayor, you gotta organize the defenses around your cities. You will be assisted by a couple of recurring supporting characters as well, and you will have to find out why the kaijus keep coming back. Gameplay-wise, the game is following the steps of Into the Breach with a heavy influence from the Godzilla 2 War of the Monsters NES game. In a sense, the game is a puzzle game with a heavy focus on turn-based strategy and resource management. You can hurt the kaijus, but you can't really finish them off for good, so you will have to plan carefully which units you will deploy to slow down the kaijus until your research team can come up with a more permanent solution. However, should the location of the scientists be revealed, and should the kaiju get to them, you are done for and you and your city will go up in flames. You'll have tanks, infantry, bombers, special super secret weapons, everything you desire. And as you progress through the game, you can even upgrade them. Difficulty level is spot on, most people should win most missions on normal on the first try, but the hard mode is actually very challenging. What makes this game great is the choices that can be made. Like where to lead the kaiju or what kind of weapons to use to maximize efficiency. You have a scarce amount of resources or actions and you have to make interesting choices on how to use them. If you make poor mistakes, you will do poorly. But if you are calculating enough, you can punch King Kong and Godzilla in the face while your scientists take care of them. The music is all about that 8-bit kind of feel and flow that totally goes with the graphic style of the game. It is fast-paced, cheery, when a danger is imminent it gets a worrying undertone, it just really complements the game itself. I can see that this game will attract many of the fans that already enjoyed Into the Breach and those who like a challenge. It's easy to pick up, but has a very high skill ceiling, so it should provide some fun to be had for a longer time. It's a fantastic looking turn-based tactics game with monsters to fight. I mean, if you have seen at least one Godzilla movie or one episode of Power Rangers, you gotta play this. Now, that is it for me today. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and as always, once again thanks for watching. This has been Galeee, goodbye. Escape Pod, over and out.